What's up, everybody? This is Saber, and welcome to StarMade Ship Reviews. Today we're going to be checking out the Wiseau class Corvette by JEMO. So let's go ahead and load that up and do a little fly around. Okay, got some beacons on it and some ice. Nice. Digging back to... I almost said the classic style, but ice isn't a classic style. It's still pretty ongoing. Ooh, blinky back and forth beacons. Always a good thing to have. I'm curious... Wait, is this glass? I think this is glass. Or not glass, sorry, not glass. Ice. I meant ice. Yes, it is ice, okay. It almost looked too clear to be ice, but once I got closer, you could see that ice texture on it. Nice little strut work up there, or girder work up on the top with the beacon. And we're going to keep going right here. I like the little logo thing. That's pretty sweet. Always nice to have those on a ship. That way, you know, if somebody's flying by, they're like, oh, hey, sweet, I know that person. Maybe they won't or not, I don't know. Okay, the profile. What's it from? The profile reminds me of... from Borderlands? I think Borderlands has a gun that's like, it's like a heavy machine gun, but it's got like a dip, because like it's like a normal rifle body, but then it's got like a dip down, and then 3 barrels that are all like rotary barrels. I think it's Borderlands. This reminds me a lot of that. So it's got the bridge up here in the front, sort of the midsection there, I guess, and some more blinky beacons. Always nice. Got a big cannon, or at least big barrel on the bottom of it. The only problem with those, and this isn't like a critique of, oh, what is terrible, but the only problem with having those is like they look really good, but you can't fit as many systems and stuff like that. But that's just sort of the nature of the game, because it's all block based, so it's hard to fit something like that at this scale as a good weapon system. So yeah, you just gotta kind of stick with looks versus performance in that kind of regard. But overall, I like it. Also, keeping it consistent with the dual barrels up at the top on the turrets up here to the left, but then also at the single barrel down at the bottom, so that's nice. Got plenty of little tanks stuck around on this thing. Pretty nice. Overall, I'd say it's definitely nice. It's a very unique shape. Not one that I've seen used a lot, but not too bad. It is difficult, just looking at it right now, it is difficult to mix wedges with slabs. I think this is a decent enough job, since it's used very sparingly on this, but it is definitely a tough thing to do to mix the two. But if done right, it definitely works out, but it is certainly a challenge. Oh, and some grates up here too. Nice. Got some grates and some lights with some computers. Oh yeah, little server racks. Okay, interesting. The only problem with that, and I guess with having the exposed thrusters there too, is those are weak points. If you also nice turret, little thing like they own carriers. The only problem with those is that it's a weak point, which, just looking at it from a combat perspective, if you lose shields, then those are basically just like paper at that point. It is in some areas. I feel like you could use some kind of a material change maybe on the top up here, just because it feels a little plain. But I guess maybe not. You're using plenty of flat gray everywhere else, so maybe it's all right. It almost feels like there's maybe room for like a stripe or something like behind that tank, but that's I don't know. I'd say that's sort of a play with it and then see if you can figure out if something works better. I don't know. Like, all this is just my opinion. So for everybody that's ever like watching a review, like, don't be like, oh yeah, that's exactly how I have to do my ships all the time. Like, don't. This is just me providing my critiques. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad. I think there's definitely some potential here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing future builds. But overall, a pretty good start. Now, I think I saw a door. I don't know. I always forget. Like, I get so caught up in the rest of the build where I'm like, oh yeah, there was totally a door somewhere. No, there wasn't. So we'll see. There might actually... Hold on. I think I saw a thruster in here. I don't know if it's exposed or if it's a rail bit. So give me just a second to check this out. There is a core there. Ah, here we go. Sneaky rail stuff. What do you got? Where's the button? Where's the magic button? There's a button. There's a button. See, everybody gives me so much trouble all the time. They're like, oh man, Saber can never find doors. And watch, this probably won't even be a door. I have no idea. Let me hit the button. No, it didn't do anything. Or I just broke something. Okay, well, that's the downside to having logic exposed, is like people see that and they're like, oh, it's the door, right? And it's totally not. Oh, it's totally not. This is totally not the door. Fine. I knew I was going to eat my words on that one. Because I'm like, oh, look, there's the door. Oh, hey, here's actually the door. All right, so let's... Ooh, nice job. I like that. That's a very nice little detail. Looks very hot. very much of a, I don't want to touch this right now. Ooh, another nice mix. I hadn't tried that yet. Thrusters with the light bars down the center. That looks pretty good. I had not yet tried that one. I knew they worked pretty good with the scanners, but hadn't tried it yet with the thrusters, so that's pretty sweet. Got some nice pipes in here. Got a gravity module. Yeah, see? Got some fans and stuff too. I am almost worried about those. Like you walk in, it's just like zap, zapow. Nice job with the floor. Got some sweet tiles going on. Oh yeah, this is really nice. Look, oh, you got a little like hatch thing. Oh, that's super cool. Very nice with that. I like it a lot. Very good. All right. Pretty good with all of this. So this is, wow, that's a super heavy duty fridge. All right. Got some ventilation in there and everything. And let's go ahead and move on to the next room. Yeah, overall, pretty sweet over here. Is this blocked off? No, it's not. It's just that it's so dark here, you can't tell that there's actually a window. Because I'm way out in the void. Alright, yeah, this is good stuff so far. Really nice use of the light bars with various blocks. Got a little bathroom. That may be the best toilet I've seen yet. I'm not even kidding. That might be the most accurate toilet I've seen. That is very good. Got like the tank on the back with the elbow, and I think I might have to steal that. I don't know. Well, the only problem is it takes up more room, but it's way more accurate. Also, I'm wondering, is that supposed to be one of the like the old pull tanks where you like pull the lever, like not the lever, the chain? Because that's kind of what it looks like. Oh man, I think the only thing that I might say about at least this area is pretty good. But this area, it is a little plain because it's all just gray. Like if you kept this blue stripe over there, like right here, that would be just fine. I think that'd be totally okay because you do have a material change from the floor and the ceiling, so that's okay. But I think it could really benefit from having another one of those blue stripes at the base. Also a really nice shower. Good job in here. Got your own little like shelf and stuff too. That's really fantastic. Lots of room. This seems very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. So I don't know if it's a one-person ship or a small crew, but definitely very comfortable. I think the only thing that I wonder about, and maybe there's another airlock that I missed, is it does seem a little unusual. Well, I guess it's a common area, so maybe not. But I was going to say it seems a little unusual to enter through like somebody's apartment, but this is a common area, and then I guess this is just sort of a communal bathroom and shower. I guess it just threw me off a little bit. I thought it was like somebody's apartment for a second. So overall, not too bad in here. These, I always feel like you don't want to overuse some blocks in certain areas. It feels a little weird having all of these blocks in one space like that, all clumped together. Because like they look so mechanical. You know, it looks like something that would open and close, like something you might have in a wall, or as like a vent cover or something in the ceiling or something like that. So do be careful with overusing some blocks, but that's just, again, this is all just my own opinion. And this is into space. Okay, so this is a hangar or cargo bay of some sort with a sweet ramp. Very, very nice. Hold on, let me hit that button again. What do you got there? Oh, that's good. I might have to try and steal that too. I've been having some troubles with one of my own personal builds where the ramp is not exactly ideal, and I have not had it slide up and down. It just like rotates straight out. So I might need to do something like that because that might just save me a lot of trouble and enable me to have a really, really cool ramp design. So that's very nice. I really do like that. Fantastic stuff. Also, it's really nice to have a like a window kind of thing here, like this, so you can actually see out. So good job on that. And we're good with that. I really like that. Also, it dims the lights at the same time too, which is cool. Ooh, nice little work with the light bars there. Good stuff. Yeah, I really like this. I think the only problem with it, which isn't really a problem if you know the game well, but somebody might come up here and think that this is like a separate thing that they get to push, but it's actually just the same. So if possible, it might be good to have this embedded in the wall, but otherwise, like, that's a really small critique. Overall, I think it's totally fine in here. It's really nice work. Yeah, again, kind of with these plates here, it's hard to sort of, I don't know, to put it into the proper words, I guess. But yeah, it's usually not the best to overuse those. And these are, I think, the scanner computers. Oops, not F2. Oh no, what am I doing? Hold on. G. Oh no, it's F1 now. There we go. Ah, no, there. Okay, I think these are. Yeah, they are scanners. Okay, I was pretty sure that they were. Because they make this really nice sort of a tile effect. They were a little different, but then we got a texture change on them. Some more quarters in here. Good stuff. This is another good example of changing the materials. Like you got this nice smooth floor tile, then you got the blue over here and the gray. I would venture to say it's almost the point where it's too plain, but I think that's mostly just because this wall doesn't have the blue stripe on it. And overall, it's really, really close though. Like it's all really well done, but it's just a few things where I'm like, yeah, I'm being kind of nitpicky, but it's just because I'm seeing some stuff where it makes a good example, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that's the thing, like with any of my builds, and not necessarily with this one specifically, but with any of them, if I'm ever really critical of one, it's not because I'm like, oh, this person, da, da, da. It's just because I want people to be able to make as good of ships as possible. And so I like to point out whenever I see an opportunity, a chance to help people learn more about different details and stuff. Like this room, for instance, is awesome because you've got this like sweet lighting in here at the outer edge, but then at the inside it's this blue and red mix. It's really cool. But then you got these sweet pillars and stuff out here. Really good stuff. Overall, this has been a fantastic build. Really liked it. Also, I think this might be one of my favorite things though, is these little like hatches. I think the only thing that I can think of would be, rather than having all of these hatches open, it would be cool to have maybe like one or two open. And because I've only seen, what, two? Yeah, oh, never mind, you did it. Ah, perfect. Never mind, disregard. You did exactly what I was just going to mention. If you have something where it's like, oh, that's so neat that it's open like that, always make, well, maybe not always, but it is very beneficial to have one where it's, at least one where it's closed. Because then it's not like a common occurrence where everything's always open. It's just like, oh yeah, you know, there's one or two. So never mind. Forget that I said anything. Good stuff so far. Nice little chairs. Those are sweet. Yeah, really nice work with your slabs. It's really, really good. This is a big bridge. I'm wondering, what is it, 2, 4, 6? Is there, oh, there's some other seats. I think there's enough beds for people. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing that many beds, but I guess there was like, what, 3 or 4 in that one room? And then we went to a couple others, I guess. All right, what's this button do? Oh, that's for the beacons, I think. That's what that's for. So I could turn those off, I could turn it back on, and then the landing gear, which we didn't see. That's probably those right there, maybe? Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's kind of cool, having a light for that somewhere else. Because like then it's still kind of a detail, but it's not necessarily like, hey, I want to go push this button. It's just something that it's like, okay, sweet, it lights up different sometimes. So good job on that. Okay, I think that's all of it, I think. So let's jump into the core. There's a faction module. Yeah, let's jump into the core. Let's see what we got here. So let me bring up the HUD and the stats so you guys can read that really quick. And ooh, good, you maximized your space in here, which could change in the future if that's a good thing or not. I don't know, we'll see how that power system pans out. And yeah, okay, so that's been everything that I think I need to see. Awesome stuff. Also, just for anybody who like has logic in your ship, just in case you don't do this, having space around your logic blocks is so beneficial, because then if you ever have to change it, fix it, anything, you don't have to like dig around through here through all like solid shields and stuff. Instead, you know exactly where it is. You can access it anytime. So I highly, highly, highly recommend having a little area, whether you like build it in with a meta, whether it's like a little like engineering section, doesn't matter. But just having somewhere where you know in build mode you can access your logic blocks, because it is so useful to be able to go in there and make good use of, like fix your logic, make good use of that space, and actually be able to access it, because it is really, really nice to be able to do. I got distracted by the really cool camera setup up here, which is pretty sweet, because then I think, yeah, you can like see that through there, or you can go through the cameras, which I realized I didn't do on the last one. Got some cool grates up here. That's neat. It's like a little harpoon. I don't think I'd want to get stabbed by this thing. Seems like it would be a bad time. Okay, a bunch of cameras up front, which is good, because if you get them shot out, then, you know. I think my problem with this camera is, like, if that turret is not getting moved, you can't see anything. But I guess you can't really offset very easily unless you put one maybe in one of these tanks. But you, well, no, I guess it's not that great either. So that's just a tough spot to have a camera either way. So nothing against that really. Yeah, there's plenty of camera options. Very cool. So now I'm going to zoom out, and we'll see how this thing looks lit up. Ooh, wow, nice. That is a sweet glow. All right, so let's use the cannons. Pretty good. Missiles, good. Push effect. That is a, oh, whoops, that's passive. Never mind. Jump drive, power auxiliary, and then there's the, oh, landing gear. I didn't do the landing gear yet. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought it was jammed, but it's just a little slow on it. This is like a mech leg. What is this? That's awesome. And a little button for an elevator, probably. Maybe. Oh, yeah, the loading ramp. Oh, man, so cool. Very nice. Good job with those. Yeah, that's a nice little landing leg, too. Looks very structurally sound, which is good. Very cool. I like it a lot. And that's the loading ramp. I'm not sure. I'm sure it has a reason, but I'm not sure what it would be, having the legs go up so slow there. But yeah, I'm sure there's some sort of a reason to it. So we go hang on, let me look at this really quick. I actually do want to take a look at this ramp, because it slides down and then, oh, so it's just a wedge. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I might need to steal that, because the one ramp that I have on one of my builds is just kind of a pain, because right now it's just not lining up well. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Really excellent build. Definitely has a couple of areas that it could use just a touch of improvement, but overall really, really good stuff. Definitely a good one to check out. Again, as always, I will have this in the description down below, so you can go and check it out, download it for yourself if you want. Pick apart different things, make sure you go steal the toilet. And other than that, that's going to be it from me. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will see you next time.